Welcome back to my channel. So during this video I am going to be creating an eyeshadow look using my Profusion's Marigold eyeshadow palette. I have not used a Profusion palette in a very long time, but I do love Profusion. They're a great affordable brand. Some of the products are hit or miss, but for the most part I do like most of the eyeshadow palettes, especially the ones in this larger style. They are pretty decent. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I already primed my eyes and set them with a little bit of translucent powder. Just want to make sure they smooth it. And I'm going to take my BH number 12 and I am going to use the third shade on the top row. Let's see how light this is. And we're going to place it right in the crease going up to the brow bone area. Just making sure that concealer is set with this shade. And use it as the transition shade in the crease area. And you can see it's kind of the same shade as the concealer because I used a little deeper concealer this morning. So we're going to continue to just place it right in that area, right in the crease, and going up to the brow bone. Take a little bit more and place it again in the same area. So now I'm going to lightly blend, and I'm blending upwards, making sure the product goes up towards the eyebrow. It's like this exact same shade, which is pretty good. So next I am going to take the shade next to the last shade, and it's a matte, like a terracotta type shade. And I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to pick up a generous amount, just tap it a little more, and I'm going to place it directly in the crease area and over the outer V. And you see it gives it a little nice wash of color. It's not too pigmented, you know, for my liking, especially, you know, when I'm getting ready for work, because I don't have to blend as much. So I'm gonna take a little bit more, the same shade, and pack it directly in the crease. Now if I would not have set the base, it probably would be more pigmented, because it's doing pretty good to be on a dry powder. So I'm going to take a little bit more for the other eye and stick it right in that crease area. I'm going to put this down for a minute because we need to blend this baby, and just stamp it right in there. So I think that looks pretty good. So now we're going to blend going inwards towards the lid area, and I'm blending inwards. I'm not blending outwards just yet. So I'm going to blend in towards the lid, and I'm doing these edges going in, but I'm doing circular motions around the edges and not blowing it out towards the brow bone. This is working perfect. It's blending like really good. So now I'm going to use my makeup wipe and wipe off the brush, because I don't want the excess to go in a higher, well, not too much anyway, but what's already on my eye. So now we're going to blend one more time back and forth, windshield wiper motions and those circular motions. This time I'm doing my circular motions inwards and outwards, going up towards the brow bone this time with what's left on the brush. And I say this is like performing really good, really good. It's pretty. I like it. So now I'm going to take this Profusion brush, and it's this, I forgot what, I think it came out around Christmas time. It was like a cactus looking type thing, but it's a more tapered blending brush, and I am going to use the shade, I don't know, let's keep this, I want to keep it smoky darky. Let's use the last shade on the bottom row. I feel like it's having a time picking it up, but we'll see. And I am going to pack it. Ooh. Let's put it all over the lid area. Okay, it's picking up now. So I'm just placing it all over the lid area. And I'm just flicking it, packing it. I like that. Take a little bit more. Make sure it's really packed on here really good. And with the tip of my brush, I'm going to make sure I blend the two shades together. That's looking pretty good. Nice soft matte look. Do the same thing for the other eye. Just pack it. Let me put this palette down so I can get this product right and get it on my eye. So I'm gonna do the same thing, just pack and flick the shade all over the lid. Now it may take a little bit to just kind of like lightly build it to your liking, but it's not too bad. So just be patient with it. So I am just adding a little bit more and building it to my liking. And like I said, I do like Profusion because it, like, they, number one, they're affordable, and then I find most of the shades easy to use when you don't want a whole lot of pigmentation on your lids. That'll minimize a whole lot of blending. Although I know it makes a difference when the shadow is really intense. But if you're like me, most of the times in the mornings, I try to hurry up and get out of here. So I try to use shades and shadows in ways that it does not pack on my lid where I have to be blending longer than I'm already blending when I'm doing my eyeshadows in the mornings. So I am going to pack a little bit more. So these are some great palette if you want that little wash of color. They're not too pigmented, especially if you set it. I will say that. So because some of their colors are pigmented and bold once you put a wet base under it, but you know, for what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, works for me when I want that really bold look, and I don't want to blend, like I said, longer than I have to, because it already takes me a minute to get these looks together, because I be sitting here blending, because I love my colors. That's the other thing, I love my colors. So I'm going to take it and just start blending it since we placed it, and blend it right in that crease area, and I'm going to blend upwards a little bit above the crease. Same thing for this eye, just blend those two shadows together, and I'm going to blend the entire lid area just so the matte shade is not harsh. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this shade, pack it right in the center again, and this time I place a little bit right in the crease area because I want a little more definition right in that area with that terracotta look type shade. Add a little bit more to the other eye and right in the crease area. And I think this is coming together pretty nice matte look, because y'all know I love my glitters and shimmers. But this is a quick way to do just a soft, easy, everyday matte shadow. So now we're going to blend again. And I'm blending outwards and inwards. And windshield wiper motions. And you know, I always say, you know, the key to great eyeshadows is, number one, you must blend, blend, and blend. And take your time blending, especially if you're using multiple colors, because you don't want it to look muddy. So now I'm going to take the BH number 12 again and just make sure everything is blended. You don't want it to look muddy and all of your colors just running together. And then it also makes a difference with the type of brushes that are being used. So that makes a difference as well. So I think this should do it. I think I want to apply just a little bit more on the lid. Yeah, right there on that lash line on the lid. And right in that crease area. And I'm going to blend it. I think this is pretty. Y'all not be obsessed with my little eyeshadow looks, honey, because I love some eyeshadows. I love some eyeshadows. Okay, so I think this is perfect. So I'm going to go back in with the BH number 12 one more time. Let's go back in with this. Let's do the the fourth shade, because we did. Is that the one we used? I think we used that third shade for the transition, but I'm going with the fourth shade. And let's put it right under the brow bone area, just a little bit. So those two shades can marry together. And I'm just making sure it is diffused. So now I am going to take my light, which I should have already had out. I'm going to put some micellar water on it, and we are going to clean up around the eye area. A little bit too much on there. So I'm going to pat under the eye first to loosen up the concealer and the eyeshadow that to fall out from. That way when you wipe, you're not just tugging and pulling trying to get the eyeshadow cleaned up, and then you just wipe. You see how clean that was? And then the same thing for the other eye, since we've already patted under the eye, and it gives it a nice sharp, crisp, clean eyeshadow look. Now this is beautiful. So I'm going to take this BH number 12 one more time, make sure, and I'm going to lift my eye. Everything is perfectly blended. And it is. So I am going to jump off camera, finish this whole entire look. I got to take these rolls out my head and do the rest of my face, and I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the finished look. I love how it came together. I hope you guys like how it came together. So to finish the rest of my eyes, I used the last shade in the palette, the one I put on the lid. I placed it all across the lower lash line all the way to the inner corner. And then I used the 5th Rose Gold shimmer shade. This is a pretty shimmer shade. It's really pretty. And I popped this shade in my crease area because I like that bronzy gold look. I thought it looked well with this deep shade that's on my lid and with what I was wearing today. So that's all I did for the eyes. And I love how it came together. Like I said, some Profusion products are hit or miss, but for the most part, these pan palettes, I do love them. I have not had any issues with the few that I have used that are in my collection. I used to use this one a lot. You can tell it's kind of like on the, you can tell it's been used. But like I said, I pulled it out because I had not used it in a very long time when I saw it. Okay, so to finish the rest of my face, I did my normal routine base, foundation, bronze, highlight, and all that good stuff. So for my lips, I used this Mauve lip liner by Mermaid. I think I bought this from a hair store. I bought this from my hair store. but it's like this mauve, pretty mauve lip liner shade. And then I use my Lurella's liquid lipstick. I've been loving this shade since I used it about a week ago. And it's really, really pretty. And this is in Velvet. And this is like deep brick red type shade. But it's really, 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 really pretty. And I topped it with the tiniest amount of lip gloss. And this is not a pink lip gloss, by the way. It goes on like a sheer coat. But I did apply just a little bit to give a little shine to the what's that? Sorry, a little shine to my lips. So that is what I did to complete this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial because I do love how it turned out. Like I said, it's really simple, easy. The shadows are not as pigmented, which is a plus if you are just getting into eyeshadows, and it doesn't cause you to sit and blend a whole lot. You may have to do more packing, but you won't blend as much, in my opinion, at least me. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you guys like this tutorial. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe. And become a part of your girls' YouTube family here. See you guys in my next video. Goodbye.